young phenom, Michael Trout.
He's about the best I've ever seen.
If you tried to build the perfect player, you'd look a lot like Mike Trout.
More than any other game, baseball is all about numbers. Ask any baseball fan what comes to mind when you hear the number 762, and they'll either tell you about Barry Bonds,
he has hit more home runs than anyone who has ever played the game,
or correct you and say 755.
There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron.
300, 500, 3,000. Each number recalls an image and represents a benchmark by which those who play talk about the game. For Mike Trout, the numbers have seemed to define his career more than others. Whether it's the traditional numbers, such as batting average, or the new age analytical numbers, such as WAR, whichever side of the spectrum you land, old school or new school, Mike Trout is entering the realm of immortals.
Trout not too far behind Joe DiMaggio. Maybe another mantle. He's tied with Ted Williams.
Which makes it unbelievable to think he's just reaching his 1,000th career game. Let's start with the old school statistics. He already has a career batting average over 300, over 450 extra base hits, and over 150 stolen bases.
Man, oh man, Trout is unbelievable.
Entering his 1,000th career game, only 2 players to debut in the modern era have matched those marks: Hall of Famer Willie Mays and 3-time MVP Alex Rodriguez. Those players also happen to be 2 of the 4 members of the 3,000 hit and 600 home run club, which, if Mike Trout keeps up his career rates and plays 1,700 more games in his career, he will reach both of those marks and become the 5th player to join that club.
Mike Trout thrills us once again.
He plays like a Hall of Famer.
It's incredible.
The all-time runs leader is Ricky Henderson.
There goes a new record by Ricky Henderson.
And through 1,000 games, he had 795 runs scored and led the league in runs only twice. Trout enters his millennial mark, only 43 runs off the pace of the self-proclaimed greatest of all time.
This kid is something to behold.
Right now, in 2018, Mike Trout leads the majors in runs scored and has already led that category 4 times.
Mike Trout proving once again why he's the best player in the game.
The new school numbers makes Trout's march to Cooperstown almost inevitable. By OPS plus, Trout is already tied with Roger Hornsby for the 5th highest of all time, trailing guys named Ruth, Williams, Bonds, and Gehrig. Though admittedly, OPS plus can take a hit as time goes on, WAR is a counting stat that can only be added the more games he played. According to Baseball Reference, Trout has a career WAR of 60.7, which already passes Hall of Famers Harmon Killebrew, Mike Piazza, Yogi Berra, and Vladimir Guerrero.
Is there anything Mike Trout can't do?
No, not on a baseball field.
Mike Trout has already won 2 MVP awards through 1,000 games. 7-time MVP Barry Bonds had only 1 through 1,000 games. And of the other 9 players to win at least 3 MVP awards, only Jimmy Fox, Joe DiMaggio, Roy Campanella, Stan Musial, and Mickey Mantle won at least 2 before hitting 1,000.
And Mike Trout has done it again! Oh my goodness!
Send that kid to a higher league.
1,000 is just one of the many marks Michael Nelson Trout will hit as his career goes on. It's just a wonder to think he's already hit so many so early in his illustrious career.